The strongest and most independent men often find themselves facing the toughest decisions in life. Sigma males, known for their quiet confidence and refusal to follow the crowd, walk a path that few truly understand. They prioritize independence over approval and value truth more than comfort. But these very traits put them in situations where the choices aren't just difficult, they're defining. These aren't everyday dilemmas. They're crossroads that test their deepest principles. Every decision comes with a cost, forcing them to weigh betrayal, revenge, sacrifice, and truth. In the end, how a Sigma male chooses shapes not just his future, but his legacy. Today, we dive into 6 of the hardest decisions every Sigma male must face. Number 1. Forgive betrayal or cut ties permanently. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong." Now, imagine a close friend, someone you trusted with everything, betraying you. Would you forgive them and try to rebuild, knowing they might hurt you again? Or would you walk away for good, leaving behind the bond you once cherished? For a Sigma male, betrayal cuts deeper than most realize. Trust isn't given easily, but when it is, it's absolute. To them, betrayal isn't just about broken promises. It shakes their very belief in human connection. Psychologist Dr. Robert Enright describes forgiveness as letting go of resentment toward those who have wronged us. And while forgiveness can bring peace, the Sigma male understands that it can also give power back to the one who hurt them. Cutting ties, on the other hand, provides closure, but at the cost of loss. The real challenge isn't just making the choice, it's living with it. Forgiveness requires vulnerability, a willingness to rebuild trust that may not last. Walking away demands the strength to embrace solitude and resist the pull of nostalgia. It's an even tougher decision when the betrayal comes from family or longtime friends. Society tells us that blood should always come first, that old friendships deserve second chances. But for a Sigma, personal integrity matters more than social expectations. Number 2. Be more open or face more judgment. The less people know, the more they assume. Robert Greene's words serve as a warning, especially for Sigma males, who often find themselves at the center of speculation. If you don't share much, people start filling in the blanks with their own stories. Your quiet nature gets mistaken for arrogance, your need for privacy looks suspicious, and your independence can feel unsettling to those who don't understand it. Everywhere you turn, there's pressure to open up. Post more on social media, talk about your personal life at work, explain your choices to anyone who asks. The world seems to demand constant access to your thoughts and emotions. You've seen it happen. The quiet judgment, the whispers, the assumptions that you must be hiding something simply because you keep things to yourself. Even close friends sometimes take your privacy as a lack of trust. Sure, opening up could make things easier. You could share more, let people in, and put an end to the speculation. It might make others feel more comfortable. But at what cost? Your privacy isn't about them, it's about you. It's about maintaining the space you need to think clearly, process deeply, and live authentically. In a world that constantly demands pieces of you, protecting your energy is essential. Number 3. Follow the rules or break them for a greater good. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Rules are meant to guide, not to chain." This simple idea captures a fundamental tension between order and progress, one that sits at the core of every Sigma male's mindset. While most people follow rules out of habit, fear, or blind obedience, Sigma males see them for what they truly are: human constructs, created in a specific time and context. There's an old saying, "Rules are written in blood, they exist because someone, somewhere, once paid the price for their absence." But what happens when those same rules become obstacles to progress, justice, or necessary change? This is where Sigma males stand apart. Their analytical minds recognize that not all rules serve a worthy purpose. Some exist merely to uphold outdated systems, protect unnecessary hierarchies, or prevent meaningful change. Unlike the masses, who accept rules without question, Sigmas possess a deep sense of ethical autonomy, the ability to evaluate moral choices without being swayed by societal pressure. It's not about rebellion for rebellion's sake. It's about recognizing when breaking a rule serves a higher purpose than following it. Society operates on both written and unwritten rules. Don't rock the boat. Stay in your lane. Follow the path laid out for you. These invisible constraints shape most people's lives from beginning to end. But Sigma males understand that rules should be questioned, not just obeyed. Number 4. Seek revenge or grant undeserved forgiveness. They say revenge is a dish best served cold, but for a Sigma male, the real question is whether to serve it at all. When someone deliberately wrongs you, do you strike back with equal force, or do you rise above it, granting a forgiveness they neither earned nor asked for? Confucius once warned, "Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves." And yet, human nature craves justice. It demands balance. Sigma males, with their sharp strategic minds, have the ability to craft the perfect revenge, making the decision even more complicated. There's a certain allure to revenge, the satisfaction of ensuring they feel the pain they inflicted. It's not about reckless emotion or impulsive retaliation. A Sigma's revenge would be cold, calculated, and unforgettable. But at what cost? Choosing vengeance means dedicating time, energy, and mental space to someone who has already taken too much. It means allowing their betrayal to linger, shaping your actions and tying you to their story. On the other hand, forgiveness, true, intentional forgiveness, is not about weakness or letting them off easy. It's a power move, a conscious choice to prioritize your own peace over their punishment. Sometimes, the most devastating revenge is refusing to play the game at all. Both paths have their price. Revenge might bring satisfaction, but it can also leave a mark on your own character. Number 5. Abandon everything for a dream or stay in comfort. Every Sigma male eventually faces a defining moment, the point where his dream stands on one side and his comfort zone on the other. It's the ultimate test of conviction. Are you willing to risk everything you've built for something that might never work? You have a stable job, a comfortable routine, and a life that many would envy. On the surface, everything seems perfect. But deep inside, there's a fire that won't go out, a vision, a calling. Maybe it's launching your own business, moving to another country, or chasing a passion that everyone else thinks is crazy. Yet, the very security you've worked so hard to build is now the biggest obstacle between you and the life you truly want. For Sigma males, this choice cuts deeper than just pros and cons. Their independent nature allows them to see opportunities that others overlook. But that same independence also means the road ahead will be lonely, uncertain, and without the safety net of external validation. The comfortable choice is always there, whispering sweet promises of stability, financial security, social acceptance, a predictable future. It's the path that makes sense to everyone around them. Stay put, keep the paycheck, play it safe. But that dream refuses to be ignored. It speaks of freedom, of living life on your own terms, of creating something meaningful. It's risky, unclear, and isolating, yet it's the only road that truly aligns with who you are. Number 6. Expose a shady boss or suffer in silence. Every day you step into that office, you feel a little more of your dignity slip away. What was once your dream job has turned into a psychological minefield, thanks to a boss who isn't just demanding, he's a master manipulator. Unpaid overtime is framed as being a team player. He takes credit for your work while publicly tearing you down. Last-minute demands ruin your personal life, and any pushback is met with veiled threats about your job security. The worst part? He knows you're good, maybe even better than him, which makes you a threat. So, he chips away at your confidence, gaslights you into questioning your own worth, and keeps you in a cycle of self-doubt. You've seen the patterns, the unethical practices, the clear signs of harassment. One report to HR or an anonymous tip to the right authorities could bring everything crashing down. And yet, the reality is far more complicated. Whistleblowers rarely walk away unscathed. Even with undeniable proof, the system protects its own. Careers get derailed, reputations destroyed, and the truth gets buried under influence and connections. If you stay silent, you'll have to live with the knowledge that your boss will continue exploiting others while you play along and plan your escape. But if you speak up, you risk losing everything. For someone who values self-respect above all else, this choice isn't just difficult, it's a defining moment. Do you protect your career at the cost of your integrity? Or do you risk it all for the truth? Either way, there's no turning back. That's all for this video. We hope you have found this video informative and interesting. Do you identify with any of these traits? Which sign resonated with you the most, and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more interesting videos like this. Thank you for watching our video.